What's up, guys? Welcome to another installment of the Road to Pros series. This is the episode 2. So today we're going to start off with me preparing my breakfast. I fully intended to do some meals as well because I'm going to be on the go today. Let's go ahead and get started with breakfast. So we have 8 egg whites, 3 whole eggs. So with breakfast, we're not doing any carbs. I like to kind of just do the bulk of my carbs around my training. So since we're training a little bit earlier today, lately I've been training around 6:30. Today we're gonna do a workout around 3-ish. Kind of do the bulk of the carbs. We'll do the bulk of carbs around the midday, and then breakfast, and then basically for the last meal, we'll just kind of do like a fill in the gap kind of thing. So we'll basically just take whatever bit of macros are left over for the day, and we'll just make sure that we're being able to nail them in. Some Professor Ness peanut butter. All right, so we have our eggs, and then here are the supplements that I'm gonna take for breakfast. So this is Thyrosin from Thorne. It's basically a thyroid, it's supposed to help, natural thyroid product. We have Heart Plus, we have Liver Plus from 80 Life, we have vitamin D3, K2, and we're gonna do Ravenous. On higher carb meals, I'll introduce the Matador, but since there's obviously not very many carbs with this meal, there's no need for it. Let's go ahead and get these like that. Let's go ahead. And you guys might think this is weird, peanut butter on the eggs, but don't knock it till you try it. It's freaking great. Anyways, breakfast. All right, haircut complete, looking fresh. Just stopped by Tokyo Joe's, grabbed a couple meals here. We're at the office. I just want to show you guys some of the meals that we pick up. I can always get something done like this, which is exactly what I would essentially cook, other than the fact that their vegetables are way better than mine. So we have, like I mentioned, 6 ounces of chicken. You got 12 ounces of rice underneath. We got 4 ounces of vegetables. And then since this bowl is tiny, I'm just gonna pour it into this big bowl. We have some stevia here. So this is sweetened with stevia, only 25 calories. So we're definitely gonna add that in there. And then last but not least, I do like to have some of these red pepper flakes that they serve at the restaurant. Throw that in there. Bro, so fire, dude. First exercise, we're starting here with some single arm lat pull downs. What this is here is just to isolate each side. I do feel like I have a bit of an imbalance with one lat to the other, so whenever I'm doing them together, then I can feel like the right side certainly overpowers the left. So by doing this, now we're being able to match the intensity on both sides until that other side, which would be my left side, catches up. So that's the purpose behind choosing this specific exercise to begin with. And of course, you're warming everything up before we start getting into this really good heavy compound movements as well. So what we'll do is feeder sets, working up to a top set. I've been tracking my workouts every week, so I'm able to see exactly where I was the previous week, and I know exactly where it is that I'm looking to hit these top sets from. There's one thing that I can recommend for you guys to do is make sure you guys are tracking your training. It's going to pay off huge in the end, long term, because it allows you to make sure that you are progressing. Progression is the key when it comes to making gains in the gym.
Just picked up some bands, come again. They do what I do, I'm like Simon says. Yeah, I'm the running man, rapping rubber bands. They do what I do, I'm like Simon says. They do what I do, I'm like Simon says.
Now with this, we're moving back to a row, focusing on the lower lat. So what's important here is rather than gripping up here, we're gripping here inside, keeping that elbow tucked and engaging that lat as much as we can. so we're doing a finishing exercise here with the pullover. I like to use this brand piece rather than the rope because it allows me to just get my hand in here rather than gripping it, so I can focus more on the lats than just trying to focus on getting the weight pulled. So with that being said, the way we're going about it is making sure we get a good stretch at the top, and then we're looking to come out wide, right? So it's great that we have this extra length here because it allows us to spread our arms out and really get a good contraction. All right, so today we just finished up the back workout, and then I wanted to go through some posing. Just, this is for me to obviously hold myself accountable, show you guys like where I'm at. I'm not the fucking leanest right now, so don't knock me. We got 19 weeks until the ultimate show. My goal is to go in and fucking dominate at the USA's. And if that happens, or when it happens, we're gonna go and compete at a pro show directly after that. So whatever the next pro show is, that is what my goal is. If it doesn't, you know what I mean? Like if it doesn't, I'm gonna leave that up there. I don't anticipate it happening, then we'll go to the North Americans. So yeah, let's just go through some posing. All right. See, normally we'll start picking up on posing, I would say 16 weeks out. We start doing this often after training or before training. Number one, it's obviously gonna work you cardiovascular wise. You see I'm getting winded, but it's gonna prepare you for the specific type conditioning that we need for on stage. Most people tend to just not pose at all. And you can see it. These guys are winded, they're sweating, they're dying, So the one that practices from now until show day, guaranteed is going to be the last man standing on stage. So we're gonna make sure that we do this, 4 rounds today, 4 rounds tomorrow, and so forth. Just keep pushing, because we want to get better. We want to improve, start working on the routine, and just bring masterpiece to the stage. I want to bring art, not just size, but have some artistic flow, some aesthetics. That's what we're looking for. All right, guys, so we didn't get the blood work in time for the meeting with Chris, but I did obviously get it in, so we're going to discuss the blood work today here. So on page number 1 at the very top, we have a stroidal. It was a little bit high, or actually a lot of high. It was at 83. Your normal range is going to be between 15 to 31.5 picograms per milliliter. As we have here, IGF-1 was obviously elevated at 333, where your normal range is between 113 and 202. Since I was just running 200 milligrams of testosterone at the time, we can see that there is, a slight elevation there, but that's to be expected with kind of, what we're doing here. Cholesterol, the lipid profile is great, 162 total cholesterol. My HDL was in good numbers, 45. I would love for it to be a little bit higher, but that's actually a good range for me. Triglyceride levels were slightly, I would say, they're not terrible, 116. LDL, 94 total LDL, which is not bad. Anything under 100 is like something I like to keep it at. The overall just ratio is on point as well. Basically all electrolyte balances were all in check. BUN was in check. Creatinine was in check. Nothing out of the ordinary there, which is great. The hepatic functions were all good, which is important. You want to make sure that just liver and kidneys, those aspects of things are on point. I'm actually happy about this. I'm happy the way it came out. Obviously these are things that can be can be worked on and can be altered. You know, I like to make sure that I take care of my health. You obviously guys saw with the body fat measure, we did calipers and the DEXA scan. You know, we're in a good range as far as overall body fat. Heart measured out well. You know, resting heart rate was 48, which is fantastic. At my weight, that's phenomenal. I want to show you guys within the study, you know, how the body is being altered from every aspect, right? Not just the physical aspect of what we see on the outside with the body fat levels and muscular density, all the things that we took over at the lab with Chris, but also this part. You know, this is a major crucial aspect of it, because, you know, this is what real science is all about. I mean, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys as far as what it is that I'm doing. Just super happy that we get to do this, you know, and create a case study out of this to where you guys can go and check out and anyone can reference to in the future.